time for IPL Championship Finals. This Sala Cup Kiska. Finally, we have an answer. The tournament started in March 2021. Wow, it has been a long tournament and two different legs, eight brilliant teams, and we have a couple of happy faces, couple of sad faces, and also happiness across the board because we have more tournaments coming in. But today, let's talk for the one last time on this Sala Cup Kiska series, Chennai Super Kings. Syed, how happy are you?
Before I start, I would like to thank Gautam Gambhir. After the playoff, four teams were decided. His statement was his heart is with KKR, but he wanted a new winner this time. Thanks to him, CSK is the winner today. So very very happy. After most, for me, I would say this is one of the most satisfying trophy because to what happened last year. So last year we were almost getting the wooden spoon, and then how we came back this year, it's been very heartening to see. I personally feel this can be the tribute to MST, but God knows what is he thinking. But I'm very happy with the win. Very very happy.
Okay. And do you, I'm sure when Venkatesh Iyer and Shubman Gill started, you had started questioning, will CSK total be enough? Let's answer the question without emotions. Did CSK play badly or did KKR play badly? What happened in the second half of the game?
No, I thought it was going very well, but what I always thought that KKR's middle order currently compared to CSK was fragile, and now that injury of Rahul Tripathi was very very crucial because he was the one after a slow start or whatever start which Shubnam Gill and Iyer were giving. He used to come and back from ball one. He used to push that momentum towards your next level, right? But that was missing today. So I was hoping somehow that okay, one wicket here and there, but unfortunately there was a drop catch and then there was a wire touch, whatever reason. But that was delayed. But once that first wicket fell, it was just matter of time. I felt that okay, Moeen Ali would have been crucial, but I don't know. Moeen Ali never came into bowl, but it was enough, I guess. So Lord Shardul Thakur was brilliant again today.
Okay. Why don't we start the whistles because the guy from Starts the Whistles podcast is here.
There you go, bro.
Congratulations.
Very emotional moment for me. As you said, I have my own podcast called Start the Whistles podcast. I started last year, and a lot of negativity came when when CSK dropped off. That lot of negativity from my friends, family. A lot of people said, "Why are you doing this?" and all those things. Very emotional moment for me because when CSK won this, I was literally in happy tears. As I said, it was. If I speak, it's getting goosebumps for me right now as we speak. Uh, as I said, last year he made a promise to us, and nobody can deliver the promise much more than this. And I feel so much happy for CSK fans and cricket fans also. You cannot write off any single team in any single tournament. I still remember the first episode that we made after the first loss of in this IPL, the first match that we lost. A lot of people said it's going to be the repeat of last year, and I was the only one who was positive about it because I know this man cannot lose it twice in a row. Right? He cannot do this twice in a row. And if you ask me, the game changer for this match, it's Robin Uthappa. If not for that innings changed the complete match, changed complete Morgan's plan. The way he played, the way he made sure that Naren and Chakravarti are taunt. I mean, Chakravarti went for more than 9 runs per over without a wicket. That shows what kind of planning. I mean, we all see, as I said, Dhoni talks for 2 minutes, but there's a lot of planning going behind with Stephen Fleming and all other support stuff. And this is enough for Dhoni. I think Dhoni has made a statement. I don't think so. Any captain in this world would have made this team win the IPL. Hands down. I mean, you cannot expect any captain to do this, and Dhoni did this. That's why he's the best captain, and he will ever be the best captain. You can say about winning the ICC, Test Championship, whatever thing it can be. If someone can make this team win again, nobody can do it. No one can do it. That's why Dhoni is Dhoni, and you cannot ignore that fact. I'm very emotional right now. Uh, I'm sure a lot of CSK fans would be, because I'm saying it's more than happiness; it's more of emotions coming out for me. I don't know if other fans can understand, but maybe this might be the last match Dhoni has played. And Shardul Thakur, we know he has done everything, and he has made sure Dhoni loses calm also. So
Yes, that's true. That's true.
he has done
Congratulations.
everything. So I'm very happy about it. Syed, நீங்க ஒரு விசில்
Cheers,
போடணும்
bro.
இப்போ. போடுங்க ஒரு விசில்.
This
அட்லீஸ்ட்
is
வாயில சும்மா அப்படின்னு போடுங்க. அவ்வளவுதான். நான் நீங்க அவ்வளவுதான். உங்களுக்கு டப்பிங் நான் கொடுக்குறேன். அவ்வளவுதான். அப்போ
Okay, Mithun, question coming for you from Ajay Kemenu. Someone said Dhoni is a lucky captain. Why, Mithun? Please explain.
Yeah, so I was just chatting with him, and this was a funny comment to cover it up, saying that Virat Kohli is not lucky and he doesn't win toss. I was just covering it up by saying that Dhoni is lucky that he wins toss and he has a good team who backs and helps him out in winning those trophies. So I was just giving that funny comment to console ourselves, saying that Virat Kohli is unlucky and because of which we are not winning it.
Okay. And Ravi and Syed, another popular demand now that CSK has won. Let's have one big cheer for CSK in Tamil, please.
okay. I'll say that you whistle it. Ravi whistle போடுங்க நான் சொல்றேன். ஓகே. சென்னை சூப்பர் கிங்ஸ்க்கு பெரிய விசில் போடுங்க.
Excellent. Congratulations. Pure emotion. So, Akash and Anil, why don't we bring you in? So, how did you think? Was it a one sided final? Who made more mistakes? Or summarize the game for us. How did CSK ended up becoming the champions?
I think the plan was pretty clear right from the moment they lost the toss. What Dhoni felt was even he wanted to chase there. But he said that irrespective of whatever the thing is, he has to play 20 good overs initially on this track. They took their time, but Rutraj was pretty clear in his intent that Faf will definitely take his time, so he had to attack the spinners, and he went through that. His dismissal didn't change anything. He just made sure that Faf stayed till the end, and he attacked in the right places. And as Ravi mentioned, Robin Uthappa's innings, that's the turning point. Because Moeen Ali, this was something which we expected from him throughout the tournament, but it came today. But Robin Uthappa, 15 ball 30, stonking even Narayan for a huge six in there before getting out. That I think made the difference. He kept the flow going, he kept the net run rate going. And once in a final, you score something like 190 plus. I think it's very difficult for any team to chase that down. You'll have a lot of pressure. Even though they had a great start, Kolkata, to maintain that momentum, it was very difficult for them. Kudos to Chennai. I mean, I believe anybody who's wearing this yellow kind of jersey, even Australia for that matter, in the 90s and early 2000s, they have that kind of gritty performance inside them. They try to ruthlessly beat the opposition. I think that's what CSK did in this particular tournament as well. They were down last season, but they're back again pretty strong. Happy for the CSK fans.
Yeah. And Anil, Dev Jyoti clearly is heartbroken, KKR fan. But what a turnaround from phase one to phase two for them to get to
Yeah.
finals after being second last on the table. What are your thoughts there?
So I mean, even Brendan McCullum, their coach, mentioned that they don't have anything to lose. Then they could have been dangerous. Dhoni or none of the bowlers actually lost any kind of they were not thinking that okay, they're going to win easily from here. Even after 8 wickets down, Shardul Thakur bowls a high full toss and Dhoni still gets angry. It shows that they never lost the focus from the match. Focus from the cup. Uh, yeah, having said about Faf, taking his time, what I noticed that on the other side you had Robin Uthappa, you had Ruturaj Gaikwad, who are good batsmen of spin bowling. They took care of Chakravarti Narayan and Shakib Al Hasan. Lockie Ferguson, who could have been dangerous for the other batsman, Faf took on him. He scored 40 runs in just 16 balls out of Rocky Ferguson's over. So they all had a brilliant plan, and Uthappa did his part very well. KKR, I mean, once they got into pressure, it always looked like, even though they had a partnership of 90 runs, it looked like, one mistake, one wicket here and there. Because they were talking for sixes, I was playing really well. But then it feel like, there's one mistake that's bound to happen. There's one wicket here. and after that happened, and then it was just matched. Yeah, I mean, it looked from their batsmen, it looked like they were not there. I mean, for something was missing from there. Then I don't know what happened there, but yeah, the batsman
And
seems to
frankly,
be out of focus.
and frankly, for CSK, every time they enter a final, one of their foreign openers seems to perform for sure. May it have been Hayden initially, then Hussey, and then you had Wattu performing for last two seasons, and now you have Faf coming in for a final game as well. Some foreign opener does perform definitely for them, which is a really good
No, but
point for them.
it's not just some foreign opener per se, but these are your foreign reliable batsmen. You think about Watson, you took him Faf. Faf, you can bet on any time. There were no rash shot from his end. I mean, you could say he took his time or so, but he played a really good innings. He never allowed any of those bowlers to settle down. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly is the differentiator. If you look at the start of KKR, Venkatesh Iyer and Shubman Gill, if one of them could have taken them deep till 19th over, if you look at the loss margin, it's what, 20 odd runs. I mean, KKR was still in the game. So Vishak, let's bring you in. What was the turning point of KKR batting lineup?
I think KKR never turned up today at all in the second innings, actually, to be frank. Even that 91 run partnership, I don't think they were in the game also because I think Shubman Gill played pretty slow, even though Iyer was good. If you're going to chase a big total like this, a guy, you don't need a guy batting at 100 or 110 strike rate, which was what Shubman Gill was doing. So I feel they never turned up in the chase. They were not in the game at all, even though that there was a 91 run partnership. But because that is mainly why I'm saying this, because KKR's middle order has been fragile. If they had a very strong middle order and the openers had given such a start and Shubman Gill had played such an innings, then you can say that your middle order will carry you through. But this was not the case here. So Shubman Gill, once he played that innings, he had to make sure that he played the 20, played throughout the 20 overs and then accelerate. He's not such a kind of player as well because throughout the innings, even if he stays till the end, he is not going to have a strike rate of more than 130. So I think only Venkatesh Iyer was only a bright point in the chase. Otherwise, they never turned up in the chase. According to me.
And also, I didn't understand. Sorry, I want to discuss this point. Why Sunil Narayan came in front of Karthik or Morgan? You know, Karthik is a good hitter. We all know that. So, an over or so, if he would have got, he could have also played a good innings. So that was something I found they could have done differently.
I mean, look, we can debate that point, Anil, because if you look at RCB game, Sunil Narayan took the game off within the span of 5 balls. So it would have come off.
But the target was really small. You needed somebody to be there for like till the end.
Anil,
That's what I
just to
They
answer
were
that,
trying to counter
what
attack.
Dhoni said about Shardul Thakur, the previous match when Shardul Thakur came against Delhi, chase of 11 runs per over, 12 runs per over, 20 runs of 4 balls or 5 balls or 6 balls will make a huge difference when they're going to bat deep. For example, if they have scored 20, imagine Narayan had scored some 25 runs of 8 balls, it would have got the required rate much more lesser. So all the more, I think that's the reason why they would have got Narayan.
And
Otherwise, I
moreover,
don't
this
see.
team currently doesn't have Dre Russell in this match, right? So he's
Yeah.
someone who looks into the equation like 30 ball 60 comes into picture. So probably they would have thought that okay, let Laraine go, make that quick runs. But other aspect, overall batting failure, like what Vishak also mentioned on Gill is, if Gill is going to do this in next 1 or 2 years, I think he's not going to go up to the top level. One thing I noticed is Gill scores a boundary early in the over, but I don't see that singles and doubles getting rotated. Even in the first over, first ball, he came down the track and he scored a boundary. After that, 4 dot balls in a row. It happens now. It's been a trend. If you look at the other matches also, if he's going to get into this slot of Indian team, and he has a great talent, like nobody can deny that. But I think these are small things which he has to improve because his game is similar to what Virat Kohli was initially, the rotator kind of a thing, but he needs to make sure that dot balls are controlled.
Let's bring Mithun in. Ajay Kaminu is making a harsh statement saying, how did RCB lose to KKR team? I mean, Ajay, second phase, KKR won, 7 out of 9 games. So they definitely were on a roll. But Mithun, what did you think? Were they deserving KKR finals, or how do you look back on the journey?
No, well, it was unfortunate. One bad day for us. we looked good at the start of the innings, but when the spinners came into play, when Narayan and Varun took the game away from us, that was one bad phase in our entire tournament. We lost that game. But if you look back, KKR did not deserve to be in the finals today, mainly because they heavily dependent on the openers and one down, and your middle order was completely out of form. So it was all luck that they managed to come till the finals. Uh, it's one another bad year for us, but hopefully we will definitely come back stronger next year. And with a new captain, hopefully the fortunes will change for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And award ceremony is going on. Ravi Bishnoi got the catch of the season. No disputes, I would think. I think it was fantastic. Any thoughts there?
No, it's not one. He took two brilliant catches like that in the first season. So I think he absolutely deserved it. And I think Hetmeyer, I think, sneaked in the last two matches, scoring at those small cameos, which he scored at around 180, 190 strike rate, and he just sneaked into the top. So, yeah, that's how I think these two have got the award. But Bishnoi, I think, definitely deserves it. It's not one. As I said, it's two catches.
And Purple Patel picking up the Dream 11 Game Changer Award finally. And a lot of you on this panel are calling him to be the MVP. But we will see. I think it will be Ruturaj Gaikwad, but we will see. Time will tell in a few minutes. Thoughts on any performances which stood out today? Jadeja looked like he had an off day, unless he got like late last 2 wickets, but he was getting tonked. Ravi and Sahil.
Yeah, I think he somehow. I was happy when he took that wicket of Shubnam Gill, because two left-handers would have come and he would have taken off the attack, and Moeen Ali would have come, because today only 5 bowlers were used, because there was a left-hander always there in play. It was difficult for Jadeja. And if you look at every over, one or two bad balls actually was the scoring shots, like 4 and 6s were coming. Otherwise, he was okay, pretty much well. And the last over, he quickly picked up a couple of wickets and the two catches, brilliant two catches, which means that Jadeja is in the game irrespective of whichever area it is. If not batting, bowling, and fielding, he always contributes.
Yeah. And looking back, Ravi, do you think losing the toss was okay for CSK and KKR made a right decision now that we know the result?
I mean, on hindsight, you can say whatever you want, but 192. I mean, KKR has always won this 2 IPL by chasing 190 plus, but CSK are far better team now, and that bowling clicked very. I don't know. You can say a lot of things about Jadeja. I think Jadeja's fielding and Jadeja's taking the 2 wickets of Shubman Gill. I thought Shubman Gill is going to be another Manvinder Bisla of KKR. So, but I'm happy that he took that wicket. And according to Cricket for Comments section, the best all-rounder in the world, he dismissed him for duck. So I'm more happy about. I mean, I always felt that Shardul Thakur is going to be the huge difference in this match. Shardul Thakur's first, except the last over, you can forgive the last over given the fact that we have won the match. But the first 3 overs changed the game of Shardul Thakur.
I think one factor. I think we are undermining one big factor. Bravo's 2 overs after the power play.
The 6th
those
and
2
8th
overs. Those were the most crucial overs. Though he did not pick up the wickets, he stifled the runs and made sure that the run rate goes up to 11 in those 11 or 12 in those two, and he just piled up the pressure. Those two were very crucial overs actually. Though he did not pick up wickets, I think that was kind of changed the momentum towards CSK after that fantastic power play for KKR.
Absolutely, 7th and 9th over, he dominated that. I mean, both Iyer and Shubman Gill couldn't do anything, and Dhoni, he came down up to the stumps. Shubman Gill got cramped for room. So great move. I think Bravo was another game changer for this one.
Yeah, 16 IPL titles, DJ Bravo, which is quite significant. I mean,
16 T20 titles.
Yeah, unbelievable. And purple cap holder is Purple Patel, Harshal Patel, which is excellent. I think he deserved to be in the top 2, but at the end of the day, look, what happens is what happens. And then Gaikwad wearing that orange cap, and he did say in the post-match ceremony that feels special for him, especially with the team winning and he being the top scorer. What about Dinesh Karthik? there were a lot of expectations, and people felt that he could be the game changer. I think he started well, but his contributions unfortunately let KKR down. Mithun?
Oh, definitely. So when he hit that six, I thought today it might be that day for KKR fans as well as for DK himself, with mega auction around the corner. If he really wants to play next year too, this innings would have cemented his chances of winning that contract again. But unfortunately, I think this will be his last season. I feel the way it's been throughout this season, he's not performed well for the team. So unfortunately, this will be his last game. Yeah.
Yeah. And KL Rahul winning the Super Sixer award. Again, another unfortunate batsman, lot of contributions, but team contributions are not there. And hopefully he comes to Sunrisers Hyderabad. It'll be fantastic next season. We're
RCB.
looking forward for it. He'll be perfect opener. We'll take care of him. Everything will be fine. And most valuable player, Vishak, as you called it, Purple Patel. Ruturaj misses out. Anil, any thoughts on the awards going on? Any surprises?
No surprises there, but I'm extremely happy. You have the purple cap holder, the orange cap holder are two Indian players, plus they are uncapped players. So you can see what the future of our Indian team is gonna be. I'm happy for how Venkatesh Iyer performed. Ruturaj Gaikwad does not just look like this is his second IPL season. He looks in complete control, like, okay, I'm gonna be the one who's gonna finish the game. That kind of confidence you can see from him. Um, Harshal Patel, he never missed the target. This was like a golden season from him. So extremely happy there. Venkatesh Iyer. You have Shivam Mavi also, because KKR is in the losing side. He also has done extremely well this season in the last few matches that he got. He did bowl well. The last over also, uh, there was not much, you know, there were not many runs that were given. So yeah, overall, a very fantastic season. Okay, I'm missing some of the comments, so I want to check those out. But yeah, overall, this IPL season has been extremely good for the uncapped Indian team players.
Yeah, that's a great point you made. If you look at all the awards except Shimran Hetmeyer, Indians have got it. KL Rahul, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Harshal Patel. Fantastic point, Anil. And I think, yeah, we are reaping the benefits of IPL and domestic cricket in the past 2 years as an Indian team. Hopefully, it continues. Next 1 month will be big. So let's bring in Akash on popular demand here. So from a perspective of fielding on both sides, and also that last over from Shardul Thakur, Dhoni's emotions. I mean, we are going to miss the guy, right? Next year, I'm sure he'll play, but I don't know if he'll play for the full tournament. Maybe for namesake in Chennai, he'll open up and he will retire. What do you think? What are the predictions, Akash, about MS Dhoni?
With him, it's always going to be a surprise factor, always going around. So until he drops in the comment himself saying that this will be my last match, let's not rule out anything. So it's going to be the man to speak himself. It was the same situation when he retired from Indian ODI or and T20 setup as well. There was a big void in there. I think the same void is going to come into the CSK camp again from a captaincy perspective. He's always going to be around with them, I think, as a mentor, or he might even take up Stephen Fleming's role. You never know. But from a captaincy perspective, I think that void will always be there. His playing days, obviously, if you consider his powers, it has always been on the downside post his retirement in international cricket. But again, never rule him out, as he showed against Delhi. But I think next year it will be more of a coaching or a mentoring role for him. I don't think he will be playing the entire tournament as such for CSK.
Okay.
But just one word before I wrap it up. I mean, from a Ruturaj Gaikwad perspective, I think the transition happened last year for him and it was not this year. Those 3 consecutive 50s and Dhoni's support to Ruturaj Gaikwad in the previous season, that's what turned around him. And this season, he's just reaping benefits of that confidence which Dhoni had shown on him the previous season. So again, kudos to Dhoni and Ruturaj on that.
Moeen Ali called that too. He was on the post-match telling that he was expecting himself to be dropped a couple of matches ago, but he persisted and played till finals, which also shows. There are 2 important things we will talk about, but the first important thing, some comments on Gautam Gambhir and Michael Wall predictions, please.
I started with Gautam Gambhir. I know that I was going to start. I mean, so I don't know. For some reason, Gautam always has. He's a great cricketer. He's been a great contributor to Indian cricket, no doubt about it. But some of the comments which recently passes on senior players like MST or whoever it is, maybe I think only MST for a matter of fact, it's uncalled for. That's what I felt because he made a great contribution to India. Nobody is denying the fact that he scored that 97 runs. Nobody is actually telling that Dhoni's innings is greater than his or anything like that. It was equally important according to me. But some of these kind of comments are maybe he wants to create that hype in the social media or something like that. Same with Michael Vaughan, right? Michael Vaughan also is equivalent to our Sanjay Manjrekar in Indian side. So he just keeps talking whatever he wants to talk. But I think yeah. So this match, Michael Vaughan predicted CSK and Gautam Gambhir KKR. Obviously, KKR, so Gautam Gambhir played and captained KKR and won him 2 titles as well. So
He's
good.
proven-
So only one goat of tradition has to survive. So Michael Vaughan has survived now. So they are the goat of traditions.
I like the Wasim Jafar's prediction as well. It was very good.
Yeah.
He predicted that one of the World Cup winning captain and a Kiwi coach will win the cup.
Yeah, it was a good one. Wasim Jafar is quite entertaining on social media. So, Mithun, you are a domestic cricket expert. Venkatesh Iyer, when I saw him in the first game, I personally thought it's one match wonder, probably fluke. But the more and more innings I'm seeing, he's got the shots, and I think he's also got the attitude. Thoughts there?
Definitely, Suman. I think this is one of the biggest things for Indian cricket future. You see, all the youngsters are so hunger to score the runs and make the name for themselves, and this is a good sign because they know they don't get a better platform than IPL to score those runs and getting into the selection criteria what's required for the Indian team. And because, as I always say, they are getting coached by one of the top international coaches around the country, and then which gives them a lot of confidence when you are playing alongside with superstars of the international cricket. You gain that confidence and you learn from them, and then that results are seen in the ground now. So Venkatesh Iyer, so as you said, the first 2 innings he played, he looked like it might be one innings and he's gone. But as he is gaining that experience, we see him playing more matured innings every time, and he looks to be one good replacement for Dhawan in the ODI cricket now for the future. And with the 50 over World Cup round the corner next, I think so he can make a name for himself and cement the place because we don't have any left-handers at the top order.
Yeah, and he's another player where Sunrisers will look for along with KL Rahul. If those two come as openers, I think we are nicely set.
Yeah, all the teams will look, not only just Sunrisers Hyderabad. Let the best team pick them. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately,
KL
Suman,
Rahul as a
Sunrisers wants
captain?
all the players.
Yeah,
And Sunrisers want all the
players.
players, Suman. So what? You can't help.
Do you want KL Rahul as a captain or as an opener?
As an
Because
opener,
he can't.
Kane
He
Williamson
couldn't
will be our
score.
captain.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we'll take him as a captain. So thank you.
Okay. You guys can think about Shreyas Iyer. Sanjay
No.
Shreyas Iyer probably is
You
an
take-
option
you
for
take
us.
No, we thought Rahul will not be retained. So now that Rahul is an option, we will definitely go for Rahul and not Iyer.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Excellent. Look, I think Syed, enjoy the win, man. It's been 7 months coming. This Salah Cup Kiska series finally comes to an end. We thoroughly enjoyed from What a Player group. You guys saw the panel. We will post, the panel group again. But Anil, thanks for making time for so many matches across the board. Vishak, appreciate all the pre-work you have done. Mithun Ramesh from Canada, supporting so many teams and Encyclopedia and Akash. Cannot thank you enough for all the support, man. And Syed, enjoy, start the whistles, and tell Ravi not to get too emotional because Ajay thought that RCB was not as sad as Ajay was after CSK won the IPL. But
No, but Suman, frankly saying, this year I'm very proud of RCB, whatever they have achieved. Because if you see from last 2 years, our results are improving.
Yeah.
And the performance also. I just pray that we will not change the coaching staff with this result because the coaching results are seen now. So maybe next year we will cross that hurdle.
hopefully, man.
And
Hopefully,
just a fun fact. I had predicted this right at the start of the tournament that CSK would win. And
excellent.
I got it right.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, I'll try to dig up, later on when I have some time, all the predictions people have made, and we'll look to make a collage for everyone. Anil, any final thoughts on this Sala Cup Kiska series?
Uh, no, it was actually very interesting. The second leg of the IPL, quite a few performance that went the other way that you didn't expect. I never expected KKR to reach finals. What I really enjoyed this time is the looking at the team culture in CSK. If you look at it, the people who were more happy than the 11 players who were playing was Imran Tahir, you had Raina, you had Krishnappa Gautam. These are the players who haven't contributed much. So you always feel that, you can't be that happy.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of culture I found. And I'm really happy to see CSK and MSD lifting another cup is always warms your heart. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I hope RCB season would be next year. What I think is going to happen, I'm going to be really enjoying this, that Kohli comes and he scores 1,000 runs. Because he's the only
Absolutely.
batsman who could do that in an IPL
Absolutely.
season. Right? And then it's going to make everyone happy because Kohli as a batsman, nobody can hate. So if that happens for RCB, yeah, my support would be for RCB. And if you guys permit, I can wear the jersey also.
Absolutely. Wear the jersey.
You're always welcome, brother. You're always welcome.
You're always welcome, but don't be like our Purol Modi. Don't waver here and there.
Excellent. Great stuff. So we'll be back in a week, by the way, if you guys are watching and want to know
Not
what
just
we
a
are
week. I think just a day.
Yeah.
I think it's Sunday, if I'm not wrong. The
Correct.
qualifiers begin.
17th, yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday the qualifiers begin. So it's just a day of break between IPL and World Cup. So let's get started again.
Absolutely. Now,
And even the IPL, but I think the ICC has started fantasy also for things. So hopefully we'll be back there as well.
we sure will be. There's lots
Suman,
going on and we love it.
Suman, be ready for comments like remove the cap, okay?
Absolutely. Any day I'm ready for this cab and hat. Australia and India, that's the priority
See,
order.
he's already shown it there. The heart is with India, but the mind is with Australia. So it's
Akash knows it.
you can't divide it.
Absolutely. Great stuff. Enjoy the rest of the Friday and speak to you soon. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. See you all.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.